Right folks, welcome back to the Dawn of World Sports. I am the Donfather and I'm now going to be doing a reaction for a patron of mine, and all I can say is I apologise wholeheartedly that there's been a delay. There's been some family things going on, so Nathan Toms, my patron, this one's for you mate. There is a delay, and don't forget to give me your request for another reaction for this month if you want one. That'll be great. So this one is Sports Science NHL Goaltender Cat-like Quickness. Not seen the video, not going to presume too much on it, just going to enjoy it and give my sort of reaction as I'm watching it and my review afterwards. So, no more talking then, let's go!
A hockey goalie faces the same challenges as a major league batter facing a pitcher bringing the heat. Except that hockey's fastballs can come from anywhere.
True.
Any distance, any angle.
It's not just straight in front of you.
Are often described as having cat-like reflexes. We know cats are quick, but can humans really react as quickly as cats? Who's got quicker reaction times? A hockey goalie or a cat?
Well, let's wait and see. I don't know. I would have thought a cat.
To find out if goalies can really have cat-like reflexes, we hit the ice with one of the NHL's best, Olaf Kolzig. This NHL veteran has stopped tens of thousands of pucks over his all-star career.
And then in training, if you had that on it as well.
Being 6'3", 225 with the equipment I have on, forward's got to make a pretty good shot to beat me. Being back here on the goal line really gives them a whole lot more net to shoot at. My reactions have got to be that much quicker and that much more precise.
And firing the pucks is one of the NHL's newest superstars, Alexander Ovechkin.
Look how young Ovechkin is there.
This Rookie of the Year and All-Star will
and an incredible hockey player.
The puck in the net.
Into the open side. That is great stuff.
Incredible goal scorer.
The Phantom high-speed camera will break down this showdown to the thousandth of a second. This will allow us to determine if it's possible for a human to actually have cat-like reflexes.
I mean, that puck can travel at ferocious speeds.
Fast. Cheetahs can get from 0 to 65 miles an hour in 3 seconds. But we're talking about quickness.
Yes, that's on the run there.
And cats
the
are
pounce.
amazingly quick. A
Cat's
cat can react in a blistering 1/10 of a second.
Fucking out, 1/10 of a second. Our brains probably haven't registered that the normal person at that point. And Ovechkin does have some serious power as well, so you know that he's going to be hitting this puck quick. Lovely catch. I want to point out a few things after this video if they don't mention it.
Blasted from 25 feet, this puck reached a speed of 81 miles per hour. It's an amazing save, but was it as fast as a cat? For a deeper look at a goalie's reaction time, our motion capture system goes under the heavy pads and cool masks.
It's a lovely take in the glove. 81 miles per hour, it's incredible speed that he's got on it.
In 22 hundredths of a second. It took 11 hundredths of a second for his brain to locate the flying puck.
So half that time to locate it and then half the time to actually react. So you're talking 11/10 of a second.
Our goalie's blazing fast movements didn't
1100.
originate with the message from the brain. Some movements are cat-like quick because they aren't reactions. They're actually reflexes. A reflex is initiated by a message that gets
above my head
from the brain to the spinal cord, where the messages to move originate. Some reflexes are automatic and involuntary, and some, like moving a glove a foot into position, can be learned with practice.
It's just something in there just happening naturally.
Into position in an amazing 1/10 of a second. Which means that, in fact, Ole has
it's the same
as fast as a cat.
It's exactly the same, isn't it?
Whether it's Ole's superb reactions or cat-like reflexes,
I've got a point to make on this.
The puck stops here, and here, and here.
Well, that is the end of the video. And what I will say is, the science behind what they studied is actually accurate to an extent, to the point that they can do it in a sort of experimental setting. So what they're getting is near enough the exact same reading as a cat, but we all know that the puck can move quicker than 81 miles per hour in a game, and it can also come from an angle that the goalie might not have perfect vision of. There might be a defender in the way and he's got even less time to see it. In that experimental scientific situation, he's seeing exactly where Ovechkin's hitting it from, straight on. He's almost getting to sort of preempt where it's going to go. But in a match where you just haven't got that sort of luxury, there might be a defender in the way, or one of your another attacker in the way of the shot. It's came through bodies. He's seen it, and even probably a fraction of what he's seen it there. The puck could be travelling faster. We know it can go over 100 miles per hour, that puck, and they're still pulling off even quicker reaction saves from probably even from the moment they see the puck might be even closer than what they're seeing it, and an even more difficult angle to manoeuvre your body from. So they're making saves possibly even quicker than that. That is my point. That was 1/10 of a second they've made that reaction save from. Exactly the same as what they said a cat can move at. So in my opinion, not fact now, opinion, I believe it could be even quicker than that. Again, you could break that down even further, which is absolutely frightening. It just shows you, and what they did touch on was the power of practice. The fact that they're doing this over and over and over and over again. It's almost like something ingrained in a goalie's DNA, because they've something that it's like learned behaviour, something they do that repetitively, that they just naturally put their body in the right places, their hands, their legs, their feet, even their body as such to block the puck, without even thinking about it, without the brain even registering it. It's said there, it's just natural muscle movement, which is absolutely insane. I don't know the science. I did not know any of the science behind why it happens. I never really thought of it, to tell you the truth, but when they break it down, it's very, very interesting. But I reckon that because that's an older video, I'd love to see the modern updated version. And also I wonder if one day could the NHL allow these scientists to do it, you know, in a way that the players are actually managing to wear some of this equipment, providing it doesn't restrict the game at all in any way, shape or form. It doesn't interfere with the players' performances in a game, but could they do it in a game situation, for all of the points that I've made, where the goalie's maybe got less time to see the puck, there's a defender blocking the view, there's more power in the shot, it's came from a more obscure, acute angle, it's maybe took a hit of somebody and it's gathered momentum. I don't know, is there any sort of way that they could be done in a game environment and also in a more modern, obviously technology and equipment, technology and equipment has evolved even further from that. I mean, Ovechkin was a very young lad there, so you're talking possibly 10 to 15 years ago that video was made. So I believe, in conclusion, that NHL goalies are moving faster reflex-wise than a cat. Not any species of cat, just cats in general. And I have a cat, and I've seen the way that they hunt birds and they hunt mice, and they just kind of toy with them. But that, we're talking about that split, like that. They are moving quicker, which is absolutely frightening considering how agile cats are. They're the ultimate predators and hunters, aren't they? They're great to watch. And that's what they're doing. They're just literally goalies blocking things. 10,000 shots or something they said in games. If you've got to remember how many hours do they put on the ice training with some of the best players in the world in their own team, hitting shots at them probably on a daily basis when they're training. But not only that, they've grew up with this as children playing this sport. So that is where they've said the repetitive practice is built up like some sort of muscle memory, if you like, on how to make these quick saves, and they're doing it at a rapid rate of knots. Incredible stuff. Thank you very much, Nathan Toms. Very interesting video. As I say, I wholeheartedly apologise for the delay of your request. I hope that's not annoyed you too much that I've took so long to do it. But what I will say is thank you very much for being a patron of the channel. We really do appreciate it. If anybody else would like to do that, check out our Patreon account. It will be in a link in the description section below, as will the link to the original video if you want to watch it again. Also, all of our social media platforms will be there too. But as I said, for the Patreon, if you would like individual requests and shout outs, etc., check out our Patreon. That is the best way to do it. If you'd like to just throw in a wee donation, we've got a donation page as well where we're raising money for our AFL vlogging trip. I do plan on doing an NHL vlogging trip when the time is right and the world is back to hopefully normal sooner rather than later. But as I said, thanks very much to everybody who has supported the channel. There has been things going on in the background personally for me, which is why there has been a serious lack, and the momentum has dropped, a serious lack of videos. So hopefully now that things are slightly back on track, I'll be able to continue the form and get more videos out there for you all. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.